John Lennon is usually associated with peace and love, but did you know that his first son, Julian, called him a hypocrite because he did not practice what he preached? And not only that, he was a potential liar, womanizer, and abusive father. Can you imagine? You sure don't want to miss this video. We know a lot of things about John Lennon's life. However, the gruesome details of people's lives are usually left hidden, especially if he's a music legend like John Lennon, who was born in Liverpool on October 9, 1940. We'll start by talking about his dark humor, which, by the way, is quite popular among his millions of fans. This led him in 1960 to star in an embarrassing and much-remembered moment. It was during one of the Beatles' performances that Lennon pretended to have some kind of disability that made it impossible for him to speak, clap, and move his feet correctly. Although many of his fans have defended the deceased singer, arguing that this was long ago and that even today there are many comedians who continue making jokes about people with disabilities, Lennon was a musician, not a comedian. Even though this can happen to anyone, Lennon was not anyone, and that is why it was followed by so many scandals. However, the dark side of the leader of the Beatles is not limited to imitations and ridicule. During an interview in May 1998, his eldest son Julian made strong statements against his father. Among other things, he called him a hypocrite because of his lack of congruence with his message of love and peace. The singer, on a number of occasions, was accused of committing physical and psychological abuse towards his own son when he was young. Such behaviors were due to the singer's frustration at having to marry Cynthia Powell, his first wife, and lead a monotonous life. On that occasion, Julian said the following: "I have to say that, from my point of view, I felt he was a hypocrite. Dad could talk about peace and love out loud to the world, but he could never show it to the people who supposedly meant so much to him, his wife and his son. How can you talk about peace and love and have a family in bits and pieces, no communication, adultery, divorce? You can't do it, not if you're being true and honest with yourself." The singer did not only harm his own son, but also the mother of his son. Lennon was unfaithful to his first wife and was cheating on her repeatedly with different women. In an interview with Playboy magazine in 1980, the musician himself admitted hitting her, saying, "All that, I used to be cruel to my woman. I beat her, kept her apart from the things that she loved, was me. I used to be cruel to my woman, and physically, any woman. I was a hitter. I couldn't express myself, and I hit. I fought men, and I hit women." Way to go, John, a true alpha male who asked us to imagine a world without war, religions, or violence. Finally, Lennon cheated on Cynthia with Yoko Ono, whom we have to dedicate a whole video to. What do you think? Although this new affair ended in a wedding somehow forced by Ono's pregnancy, apparently that did not stop his evil nature. As the singer himself stated, his violence was not exclusive against women. On one occasion, he nearly killed Bob Wooler, his close friend. The brutal beating that took Wooler to the hospital occurred while they were drunk. The rage of an alcoholized Lennon erupted when jokingly Bob commented that the angry singer had a romantic relationship with Brian Epstein, the then manager of the Beatles. There is no doubt that he was talented and an artist in every sense of the word, but what we mention in this video is not far from the truth. What do you think? We are looking forward to reading your thoughts. And don't forget to become a part of our dazzling family by subscribing to our channel.